ثانية، وبث جديد، لعبة جديدة ورجعة جديدة برضو، بطولة فورتنايت. توني اللي صحيح لقيت إن في بطولة، قلت خلنا نشوفها معكم. والله نايس، والله محترفين. الإيم ما شاء الله. شوف الوضع بكسات حبيبي، تطلع راسك تلقوا. فصل فصل مستحيل.
The headshot sniper now has no shield, so he needs to do something to pick up his games quick.
That's right. This is going to be it.
لا تكفى. لاج.
He's got to cross through all the players here, and there it is. Some crash pads are going to go out, so this might be a free opportunity for him to... My gosh, he's going to get hit with a hunting rifle shot from the eastern portion, and no, he's hit again. It's Nanolite. Man,
باقي كم شخص باقي؟ قلنا ما شاء الله 65 شخص.
Berserker's going to hop on top of all of that loot, and that means that's going to be his crash pads, his shields. That's going to be massive for him right now to at least keep him in the game here. On the other side, though, we're hopping over. Jack still in the low ground. I see Ronaldo still in this game as well. Jeltzy still in this game too.
Some big names. I believe I just saw Calc take down Lunez down game 1 as well.
من عندي ولا من ايش؟
Finding each other quite often, maybe similar rotates, as I'm seeing a lot
لا
of
إله إلا الله في
ending up together. Clicks and Blake have been rotating very close together as well. We saw Stretched and Booker game each other a lot, and they're having those big key interactions as Nexi trying to put that burst AR to use, as he's got more than enough ammo to take some shots, and he has that rotation. There it is, finds Keox and the harpoon. Ooh. Which with all the items we've seen at the moment, with the crash pads, with the peppers, with extra meds, not a lot of players carrying the harpoons anymore, as he's just struggling to grab that extra loot, and there it is, finds that benefit of the massive material boost. 109 builds left now, and the 4 floppers, so he can swap out the harpoon for those floppers. That was a really, really good investment there to carry that.
And here's the thing, if you guys watch Tayson's FNCS Invitational victory from the EU region, he banked on having a harpoon and taking that through to the victory royale in solo, the solo setting specifically. Solos, harpoon is so good when you're in solos because you are allowed to refresh yourself. We're seeing that now 2 games back to back, even in Spike's loadout here. So I feel like we're seeing a nice classic shift in the loadouts and how things are going to work out. But Spike's in a world of trouble right now. He pulls half in, half out, but he also pulls his lobby's focus. And oh my gosh, the bailout, the get out of jail free card right there. He's going to land the big charge shot, and he's still in the game now.
Still in the game, you see those harpoons ringing out, so I think he lost a lot of the loot that he would have gained from that one, but he is still alive. He does still have those crash pads, so fully expect Spike, when he finds someone here on a wall, to maybe go aggressive and try and get in and get that refresh. And now, on the complete other side of things, looks like a completely different game. We have Skittles just set up in a nice breezy area, pretty far to rotate. There's quite a few people in front of them and around them, as Ronaldo and Rox also over here. And remember, Rox does have his hands on that mythic charge shotgun and the mythic shockwave launch, so someone I'm expecting to shape up this lobby.
ذبح واحد بس مو ما ادري كيف ذبحه لانه معقم، ما ادري ايش السالفه. المشكلة مني ولا من السيرفرات ولا من ايش؟ الله كيف كذا يسولف. شوي شوي شوي
They're building a mini city here. Everyone trying to just find their spot, find their places. People are taking walls, taking fights, crash padding in. AJ finding this play on the back foot. SF on the back foot with 2 players on both of his walls. It is absolute pandemonium here, Monster.
MashaAllah.
It's looking like we're going to be shaping out to create a new top 10 right now. One of the few players I saw up there, though, Ronaldo was still in this game. Keep an eye on players like who was third on the leaderboard, on the standings when he came into this. Blake's still in this game as well. So our top 3 still holding strong, gathering points, accumulating points right now, trying to hold on to the lead. They're not making it easy for the new competitors trying to step up and take this away. But it's Sid, though, with 4 points right now, who's getting active in the mid-game. He needs it, too. 8 builds his name. That means 80 material, guys. He can't get too far with that, even with the crash pads to rotate across. Okay, he's looking to set it up, though. He's trying to find anything he can. There's a little edit there, though, so there's a player nearby. What is he going to do? He waits. Someone's in front of him. Okay,
هو اساسا راح يموت. كذا لأنه قاعد يسوي أشياء غبية.
So he lands the harpoon stow, opening up the wall at the absolute
كلامي
worst timing.
أصحى كلامي.
That's the mat refresh. That's what you have to watch for. Those players that have not much left, they need to have that aggressive play. They need to get something and they claw their way back into it. As Dubs hits the sky in top 10. Bully,
اتأكلت في الزون.
big names still in this.
في واحد دم له طفل يموت.
Trying to land, but the trees are blocking them as Clicks is now making his way up on the high ground in a beautiful position. Ronaldo making his way through Peacock. This is going to be a huge game, and it's going to break down fast.
And because of those trees, and now a vertical city has been created right beyond that landscape there. We'll see how that's going to handle this lobby here, how it's going to create the layer congestion. But moving forward, though, Coop still looking for some action in the low ground. He's facing his way back to the storm. I love what he's doing right now. He still has to cross, though. So he's got a lot of seconds before the clock's going to continue to push here. Those crash pads are going to be put to use by other players. They're going to recycle them. Coop sitting a little too long back here, though. Now comes the pressure of the storm. He jumps in for the loot. Yes, he needs it desperately. And no, he gets caught on the back line. With the floppers, though, he's going to be able to sit in zone for a couple more seconds. Will he have enough to get out, though? Now it's going to be the key opportunity for him to hopefully find a frag here when he needs it most. Rotating his way in, barely any materials, just 40 left now. Things are getting cooking here, and yes.
Oh my god.
There's 25 players in the lobby right now. That's another placement that's going to get out. It's going to be on to King there, Ozzy. It's still going.
GG.
These are a lot of points. Oh my god.
Coop fights his way back into it. I was going to say the cycle
قسما بالله وحش.
he went down to
كان خلاص درى انه راح يموت. درى الواد صار درى هم ذبح اكثر من واحد. خذ النقطة. اوكي نايس.
Already having 3 on the board as well, pushing forward. He's got the cabbages, got 11 builds, so a bit more than we saw what he does. He jumps down, finds the elimination, and then we see Aegis take down Booger as well. D-Roller just making his way through this one, trying to roll through the lobby like Monster alluded to earlier as Dubs goes down. So I've seen a lot of players go down who are in this top 10 scenario. D-Roller just set up
مشكلة توني صاحي فيني نوم.
He has 2 crash pads. I don't know if he's going to go for height monster or if he's going to go into a box.
That is true, and you saw P-God there as well, still getting points, but yes, the shockwave goes out. Hold up, though. Clicks is battling up for height right now against Kaz, and I think Clicks has got it. But no, now it's going to be a battle of who can hold it. You see the builds there.
لا.
Trying to hold on to height. It's D-Roller. He's managed to make his way all the way up to the top, and he's got the biggest refresher you can ask for. 900 medium ammunition.
عشان ما يطلع اللعب الحقيقي بالبث.
This could be his game, and this could be a can he make it 5-year Aussie.
نسيت أقول لكم شباب إن شاء الله بتصير سلسلة إن شاء الله تتكل ومو كلهم الجزء الرابع والجزء اللي فيه كلوي سام والثانية ما راح أنزلهم بس من الجزء الأول للثالث.
So he has just enough mats though. He's going to keep it going. Great layer change here.
وإن شاء الله بإذن الله نرجع لسلسلة ماينكرافت جي دي DVD وجي إن شاء الله نرجع له.
Games like this is there's 3 players alive. Clicks falls to class. D-Roller making his way down. 5 builds left. The 1v1 Nobu Divine. We've seen it so many times before. D-Roller jumping his way down.
المغزى ذا يمكن هو اللي يفوز. قلت لكم والله قلت لكم المغزى ذا هو اللي بيفوز.
We're gonna have the analyst to break down what we missed just there because that was a ridiculous end game.
That's right. He did it well. He did it textbook. He held that high ground and walked it through to the end of the game. Although he didn't catch a lot of eliminations, he still did a fair job finding some of the points that he needed there. We're going to be shooting it on over to the boys at the desk to break down the action. So do me the favor, Zeke, take it away.
Hey, thanks Monster for that game number 2 here in NA East. A little bit different, a little bit picking up the pace.
هلا بالعيال. هلا بالعيال.
It's all good, all good. They're waiting. They're like, hey Zeke, just hold on. This isn't it yet. Just be patient, buddy. I'm like, all right, I got you. Don't worry. Great game there, though, coming out of D-Roller, finding himself that victory royale. Now the question is, what do these stainings look like? Coming out of this last game, we do know that Blake did get the victory out last game. The question of the hold on, though. Let's take a look together. Sundown, break this down for us.
So I think the biggest thing to note here is what does the pace look like right now with 2 games played. First place is averaging 13 points, and that's
والله ما حفظت الأسامي. في اللي شو اسمه، في لا إله إلا الله اللي ذبح أكثر من شخص وكان داري إنه مايت، اللي درمه بسرعة وذبح كم شخص ومات. وينه؟ أي واحد؟ والله نسيت الربع، شكلي بشوف بهذا لما أنزل البث برد القناة وبشوف. إن شاء الله صوتي يكون واضح، لأن ما أدري أنا، إن شاء الله يكون صوتي واضح.
Rounding it out in 9th and 10th and doing it on the back of a placement style with both only holding 2 eliminations.
The other thing I want to point out on the top of this page right here is Coop in 2nd place. You saw how he clutched up in that game. You saw how he had pretty much no chance of staying alive, and he still did it and got 1 more elim before he went down to push himself even further out. That will matter as time goes on. There in 12th place is Divine, the 2nd place performer in that game, and he got 5 elims in that one too, tied with what DeRoller did. But I wanted to note in that game how many people got eliminations. It was pretty much the entire lobby taking each other out, elimination after elimination, not giving the chance for DeRoller at the top to really take advantage of that opportunity that you mentioned, Sundown.
Now we roll on over to the next page here. You can see A1 Sid 21st, Crunchy, Vanish Bully, Runon's, Cozy's, Clicks in 26th with only 2 eliminations, but that signal means he has 10 placement points. He's making it into those top 25 thresholds. If he's able to convert on any one of those, he has the potential to really rocket himself up the leaderboard. And honestly, I think your point, Bala, when talking about how so many different players are getting rather than them all funneling into that 1, 9, 10, maybe 11 or 12 elimination performance that we saw at a taste earlier. But the effect it has on the leaderboard is all of a sudden, if somebody doesn't have that huge game, it's everybody's that much closer.
And that's what the Vanish Boys did take advantage of, right? Kaz and both DeRoller, they've suddenly come out of nowhere, right? With these, everyone at the top eliminating each other to say, okay, you created this opportunity, we will take advantage of it.
And that's kind of the story of DeRoller too. Like, he's showing that wasn't necessarily a fluke. We're going to take a look at what happened in this one. Blake started off a little decent in this one, but like you said, Sundown, opportunities were all of a sudden given.
Yeah, and he fell over there. You can see DeRoller getting a key elimination there right on the placement threshold, going to push himself over.
أصفي
picking up P1 on the edge. That's eliminating
والله
as
أصفي
he's rotating into zone and they
نفس الشخص.
spacing and enough material.
شوف قاعد يذبح ما شاء الله، يذبح ما شاء الله، يدش عليهم. اي هذا التوب اللي يفوت، إعادة اللقطة. اي هذا هو ما شاء الله. والله لو مكانهم اني اموت من اول لحظة بدوج مت انا. الله لا يحطني مكانهم يا رب. غير إذا كنت محترف جودة الاتصال يا ما عليكم النت الحين يصير يرقط.
But when there's this much congestion in a tight space, you see players like Jelty be able to put people in uncomfortable situations. That's Dubs, one of the best solo players in the world, and he gets put down by Jelty because he's back against the wall.
هذا جيم ثاني ولا نفس الجيم؟
Jelty, one of our Latin American players who's
هذا جيم ثاني ولا نفس الجيم؟
consistent in terms of making it into the end game, and I'm excited that he was able to get a number of eliminations there because his ability
هذا اللي عنده 100 مليون مشترك.
He has such a high percentage of conversion rate on that if he's able to start getting these eliminations, he could push
نسيت اسم القناة اللي عنده 100 مليون مشترك.
Man, this is the question, right? With 4 games left, who can do that? Who will do that? As a reminder, in EU, we thought it was all set, and in Game 5, everything was turned on its head. That can still happen. That still has the opportunity. It's not over until that last game is played, and we can take a look at the final results. guys, we are getting ready to hop back into game. If you are tuning in, thank you so much for hanging out with us. This is Grand Finals here in the FNCS. We're in NA East. We've got 4 games left to go. EU happened earlier. It's been an incredible day. With that being said, though, it is time to jump out of the battle bus yet again. So let's send it over to our casters, Monster D-Face and Aussie Antics, to give us the eyes in the sky.
بس
There you guys have it. You heard it from the best of the best. We're hopping back in to the FNCS Grand Finals NA East game number 3. It's Monster D-Face, Aussie Antics here on the horn to deliver the action. And the question here, Aussie, is can D-Roller, who's had a taste of success, that first place, hold it through? Because the last time he was in a Grand Final setting, he fell short, coming 44th place for an FNCS Invitationals. But this time, he's in first place after 2 games. I don't know. Can he do it?
He's doing it. I think he can. He's doing really well. His placement timing is great. He's just making those extra little placement thresholds. Because if you look at him and Coop broken down on the leaderboard, Coop would be higher, right? Except for that one win. D-Roller clutched up the win and showed that he has it in the back pocket. So I think he's playing phenomenal. You said he's got a lot here to prove, and that's the thing. We've talked about it time and time again. Saying once you jump up, you make yourself the target. Everyone's looking for you. Everyone knows you now. And D-Roller has been the target before in FNCS Invitationals. Can he do it in the next solo FNCS now? Can he have
والله ايام تلتت كل ما ادخل فورس تأمل بالسلطة اقول تخيلوا تلتت كانت مكانها. شكلي بنهي البث والله لو ضفش. ما اهتم للبطولة. الله يرزقنا. والله لو كذا في بطولة ويقولوا لي إذا أخذت مركز كذا تاخذ فلوس تأهلت، والله ما عندي مشكلة، والله ما عندوش مشكلة. مقلوبة ليه؟ ليه مقلوبة؟ أمين لا كذا كذا مقلوبة كذا.
So keep an eye out on those guys because they have been the most consistent and the least volatile so far. If you've been watching throughout the qualifiers, we all know Dubs has some of the best placement that this scene has to offer. So he is a pioneer of rotate.
لا في شو اسمه في.
As the competition continues here. This is still game number 3 and things are just getting started for us.
Yeah, and you got to look at some of their drop spots as well. So obviously Dub's coming out of Fortilla, which means if he can get into that vault, he has a guaranteed launch pad, but it also means that he's walking away with consistently good loot.
المهم يا جماعة بنهي البث هنا والله لأن ملقلق وما أبي أبث لكم بطولة في كذا يعني تكون المنظور مرة ماش. فهمتوا؟ فبوقف هنا ولا تنسوا اللايك والكومنت والاشتراك.
A victory hour being worth 14 points, and then each one of those thresholds will net you an extra point as well. So those are combined with eliminations being 1. So you get your first points when you get inside top 75, top 50, and then so on, as you can see from this graphic. But that win, 14 points, and we see Zolaf getting some really big shots onto ult. Not sure what happened there, but he also fishes up the legendary cash shotgun. So big swing from Zolaf there with his
والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.